Colorized stars lovely Linda Darnell with an outstanding supporting cast.
Oh, nurse. Nurse, could you help me, please? My friend is terribly sick. She's in my car.
What's the trouble?
Appendicitis, I think. I'm almost sure it's appendicitis.
How do you know? Is that what the doctor says?
Oh, well, you see, we don't have a doctor. We're Americans over here on a vacation. Well, anyway, what difference does it make? She needs help. She needs it now.
It's unusual to admit anyone without a doctor's approval.
Well, then get a doctor. This is a hospital, isn't it? You can't just let her lie out there in agony.
Sorry, it isn't that simple. The hospital's full.
Can't I make you understand? She may be dying. If I can't get help from a hospital, where can I get it?
Where is she?
But Dr. Galwin. Oh, she's right outside in my car. And, Doctor, please hurry.
Dr. Galwin, I need some information.
We'll cut the red tape later, nurse. Get a stretcher, will you?
This gives me all the information I need on your friend, Miss Selby. Passport, identification.
Would you like to see my papers?
That won't be necessary. Just a few questions. Your name, please?
Ellen Barber.
Occupation?
I design clothes.
Fashion designer. Are you staying at the same hotel as your friend?
Yes, Ruth and I are both staying at the Grosvenor Inn.
What is your address in the States?
Barber and Company, New York City. Oh, if you're worried about the bill, I can give you a check right now.
Oh, it's perfectly all right. We'll bill you at the hotel. Thank you, Miss
Oh,
Barber.
nurse, would it be all right if I waited here? I'd like to know when it's finished.
Be a long wait.
Miss Barber, I'm Dr. Bruno.
Oh, hello. Is Ruth all right?
I'm not sure. It's pretty bad. The appendix has burst. Whole abdominal cavity is toxic. We'll see.
But she will be all right, won't she?
I think it's about time you started thinking of yourself. You better get some rest.
May I take you to your car?
No, I think I'll stay around. I'll just get some air.
You're the man that I saw in that hospital. You're the one, I know it.
I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've worked for. I'm a doctor, you understand? I'm a doctor.
Posing as a doctor, you mean? Fake imposter maniac! Help!
Operator, get me the...
Press button B.
Operator, get me the police. There's been a murder.
Madam, will you please give me your telephone number? Are you on the line, madam?
Miss Barber.
Thank heavens.
Oh, I'm sorry I startled you. If I'd spoken to you in the dark, it might have been even worse.
I just didn't know anyone was in here.
That's all right. I was just catching a few winks. It's not often we get anyone as charming as you at this hour. Oh, cigarette?
Oh, no. No, thank you. Doctor, something horrible just happened. I've got to tell somebody about it.
Oh, what is it?
There's been a murder.
Murder. Here in the hospital?
Yes, I saw it. She was strangled.
Who was strangled?
A woman, a patient.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I tell you, I saw it.
Goin. Oh, Miss Barber. Can I have a word with you a minute?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, sure.
Look, do you know anything about someone trying to call the police? The operator just rang the phone booth and said that some woman from here had called to report a murder.
Well, Miss Barber claims that she's witnessed a murder. Right here in the hospital.
You're not serious.
Oh, I've never been more serious in my life.
She says she saw it happen.
Miss Barber, you've been through quite an ordeal here with your friend
Dr.
tonight.
Bruno, I am not given to delusions. I'm telling you the truth.
Where'd you see this?
In a room down the hall.
Did you get a look at the killer?
Yes. He was wearing a surgical mask. He was tall, about your height, I'd say. He was wearing a white...
Go on.
Well, she called him a maniac, said that he wasn't a doctor at all, that he was an imposter.
An imposter?
Well, that's good. At least that takes the onus of murder off the medical profession.
Well, not entirely, Bruno. I remember that extraordinary case in the papers just recently. There was an imposter
Oh,
somehow
nonsense,
managed...
nonsense. They caught him anyway.
Yes, still, I think we owe it to Miss Barber to investigate.
Yes, but we should make it clear to Miss Barber that if such a murder did actually occur, she's in the presence of the murderer right now. You see, Dr. Gorwin and I are the only two doctors on duty tonight. Shall we go and look?
Bruno, I've been thinking, isn't it possible somebody might have got in here without our knowing it?
I didn't see anyone. Did you?
No.
In here?
Yes.
No, Miss Barber, that's not possible. This is a cardiac case. I looked it on him a few minutes ago.
This is where it happened. I'm positive. I'm sure this is where it happened. Behind the screen.
You, like to see for yourself?
nothing here.
I don't understand. I just don't understand. If you'll both excuse me, I think I'll go now.
And do you think you're well enough to leave, Miss Barber?
Yes, I'm all right.
I don't think it'd be wise for you to leave in this condition.
I tell you, I'm quite all right. I'd just like to go back to the hotel and rest a while.
You see, delusions like these aren't brought on by normal fatigue.
They are not delusions, Doctor. There was a murder. I tell you, I saw it happen.
You've seen for yourself. There's nothing here.
Come on.
Oh, nurse.
Yes, Doctor.
We'll prepare a sedative for Miss Barber. Sodium amytal, 5 grains.
Oh, but I don't want a sedative. I don't need anything, really. I'd just like to get out of here.
Please, Miss Barber. Tomorrow you'll be thanking us. I promise you. Come in. Now, don't you worry. These things happen to the best of us. It's been quite a day for you. That's right. Now, sit down over there and make yourself comfortable.
I'm afraid your nerves have got the better of you. All you need is rest and a good sleep. That'll take care of you.
Would you excuse me, Doctor? I'm needed in 314.
Oh, yes, of course, nurse.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Barber, perhaps you'd like to choose which one of us shall give you the injection.
Dr. Bruno wanted a reception.
Oh, well, it seems that your choice has been made for you.
Roll up your sleeve, please. Miss Barber, please try to understand we're only doing what's best for you.
No, really.
Dr. Gorwin, could you come at once, please? It's Mrs. Hartwell in 314.
Yes, of course. I'm sure Miss Barber will excuse me. I'll be there.
good job getting Mrs. Hartwell's body out. How many cc's did you give this patient?
Enough till morning. Why did you sign Mrs. Hartwell's death certificate? It was stupid.
There's no other way. The attending physician always signs.
What about the barber woman?
Let her go in 10 minutes. I'll be outside.
Oh, no, not another killing.
Look, you're in this as much as I am. All I need from you is an alibi.
No.
She was warned not to leave or drive in her condition. You're a witness to that. Do you understand?
No.
Don't let that uniform go to your head. You're just as much of a fake as I am. If she gets to the police, we're both hanged. Is that the way you want our marriage to end, Nestor?
Why did you get in so deep? A killing. You must have been out of your mind.
This is no time for an attack of conscience. Get back there and give her a hypo.
Oh, I seem to be making a habit of scaring you out of your wits.
Well, thank you very much for all your help, Doctor. I'll be leaving now.
Oh, Bruno. Miss Barber's decided that she doesn't need us anymore. She's leaving.
Oh, well, we certainly don't want to keep you here against your will. But I wonder if you're well enough to drive your car. Look, why don't you let Nurse Delcott give you a mild sedative? 1 grain of phenobarb, Nurse.
Yes, Doctor.
That'll give me time to change. And then if you'll take her outside, I'll drive her home. I'm going off duty now anyway.
Dr. Bruno's quite right. I'm sure you've had enough driving for one night.
Come along, Miss Barber. This way, please. Come along.
Well, I'm going to call it a night. Night.
Good night, Bruno.
I want to see Dr. Gorwin.
Why?
Never mind why. Just get him.
Very well.
I'd like to speak to you, Doctor. Privately.
Nurse Delcott has many fine qualities. It seems that a manner comforting to patients is not one of them.
I am not a patient, Doctor, and I wish you'd quit treating me as one.
We are only concerned for your welfare. You had a bad time of it tonight.
It isn't that at all. What do I have to do to make you believe me? I saw the...
Look, Miss Barber, if a person were bent on murder, unless he were an absolute fool, a hospital is the last place in the world that he'd select.
Not if the victim were a patient in the hospital. Why, the circumstances are perfect. People die in hospitals every day. This could be just another check mark in the proper column, no questions asked.
I know every person in this institution. As of an hour ago, no one in our books is missing. Now, who in your mind is missing?
Mrs. Hartwell.
This is utterly ridiculous. Mrs. Hartwell died of an ailment which has hospitalized her here for weeks. If she hadn't had the finest care and attention, she'd have gone long before.
She was not the victim of her illness. She was the victim of this imposter. She found out the man who was treating her wasn't a doctor, and she threatened to expose him.
I can't believe it. Where did you get this information?
I overheard a conversation between some nurse and this man who killed Mrs. Hartwell.
You didn't recognize either?
Well, I couldn't see them. It was dark. I was in the closet. But I did hear the man call the nurse by her first name, Nesta.
Nesta. Oh, I don't know. Nurses are always called by their last names. But since it could only be Dr. Bruno or myself, which of us are you accusing?
Dr. Bruno.
How can you be sure?
I know. That's why he offered to drive me home, don't you see? He's planning to kill me the minute I step outside this hospital. Doctor, you've got to help me.
Bruno, it's impossible.
You've got to believe me. You've got to call the police.
All right. Or better still, we'll go to the police. Now, together. Come on.
Sorry, Dr. Gorwin. I didn't know you were busy.
That's all right, Nurse. What is it?
The undertakers are here for Mrs. Hartwell. Will you sign the release, please?
Couldn't someone else have done this?
The doctor signing the death certificate usually signs the release.
Nurse.
Miss Barber insists that Mrs. Hartwell was murdered, Nurse. Will you please ask the police to come at once?
But,
You do want the police, don't you, Miss Barber?
Yes, but...
Hey, hurry and send in Nurse Delcott, will you?
Yes, Doctor.
You didn't go when you had the chance.
Yes?
Keep an eye on her, Nestor. Nurse. You get that call to the police. There's a very sick girl upstairs, mental disturbance.
Thought there was something strange in the way you spoke.
Oh, yes, it's all mixed up. Attempted suicide case. I'm hoping to humor her out of another attempt. I'd better get back before she succeeds.
Marie, get me Dr. Bruno, will you?
The man.
He'll come out of it in a moment.
We'll take charge of him, sir.
The pity of it is he would have made a fine surgeon.
I'm sorry, madam. This is a driveway, not a parking area.
Well, it was an emergency, Constable. My girlfriend was suddenly taken very ill.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she's feeling better, madam.
Well, yes, they tell me she's going to be just fine.
Hospital is just a place for getting well. So quiet and peaceful like.
I know what you mean.
Next week, Screen Directors Playhouse welcomes Mr. Tay Garnett, director of such comedy hits as A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. Mr. Garnett will bring us a fun-filled half hour on the trials and tribulations of a young English professor who makes a literally fantastic discovery about the famous classic, Alice in Wonderland. Be sure to join us when Michael Wilding stars in The Carol Formula.